This is why someone like Elon is so dangerous. He's more ambitious than Donald because unlike Donald, he still has some sperms left. Call me sexist if you want, but that's just biology. Women don't have the Genghis Khan complex. They don't go crazy about spreading their chromosomes. If you think dating and marriage are hard now, wait until the rich people normalize having hundreds of surrogate baby mamas. You know, that flood zone strategy is extra effective when you have two shithead co-presidents creating scandals side by side. This meeting happened before Modi even met Trump. Apparently he knew who was in charge. Let's first zoom in. Pretty nice, right? Two national flags, two heads of government. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, one of them is the head of an unconstitutional department without formal legislation or even a Senate confirmation vote. I know some people are like, no, it's not a new department, it's a new name for an old department. Seriously? Like if you change the name of the Department of Defense into the Department of Golf and use the DoD resources exclusively for holding golf tournaments. Would you call it constitutional? Now let's zoom out again. On Modi's side, of course, you have all these top diplomats and aides from India. I don't know why the red socks, but otherwise it's fine. But on Elon's side, who are those? Let's zoom in again and get to the bottom of it. So you have 3 preschoolers and 2, I don't know if they're babysitters or baby mamas. It's weird. At least the one on the right doesn't look like a hired babysitter because she was holding 2 of the kids pretty affectionately. So who she is probably depends on how the babies were conceived. If they were conceived through IUI, it means she was probably a surrogate mother who was also hired to follow Elon around. But if the kids were conceived naturally, it means she must have been dating Elon long enough to have 2 kids with him, yet he never revealed her to the public. Either way, it sounds pretty handmaidish. And what about the other lady? Is she a government person who's involved in the meeting somehow? I doubt it, because she was sitting even farther away than the kids. So most likely her job was to take care of the 3rd kid, who looks like the poor little guy not permitted to see his mother. Like ever. So whoever these people are, you can bet your ass they're not part of the US government. I used to think Ivanka bombing the G20 photos was the most embarrassing event ever in the history of diplomacy. But now you have Elon bringing his fucking harem to work. So why did they do that? I don't think it's because they love their kids. No. It's a power play to signal to the world that the US government is their family business. They think they are so special that their kids have the same ranks as the leaders of other countries. It's like those ancient emperors assigning their kids some fiefdoms and shit. I'm sure Elon is dreaming of having enough kids to rule every country in the world. Maybe someday the Mars. My wife said Elon reminded him of the villain in the Guardians of Galaxy 2. You know, the fucker who fathered a kid on every planet to help him rule the universe. Well, that movie is actually not an exaggeration. Some sources say that 16 million men today, and God knows how many women, are direct descendants of Genghis Khan. That was probably what motivated him to conquer and pillage so many countries. It's not like he needed that land. Nobody needed that. He just wanted to spray his DNA all over the place. This is why someone like Elon is so dangerous. He's more ambitious than Donald because unlike Donald, he still has some sperms left. If you still wonder why this guy wants even more money, well, surrogates are expensive, and so is childcare. If he wants to hire 1 million surrogates and pay them to raise the kids, you tell me how much money he needs. Well, actually, don't tell me. I can't conceive numbers that big. But I'm sure Elon's accountant is keeping track. Here's a life advice. If you can't tell the difference between two political candidates, always choose the woman. Call me sexist if you want, but that's just biology. Women don't have the Genghis Khan complex. They don't go crazy about spreading their chromosomes. Well, theoretically, a woman can hire maybe dozens of surrogates and have a whole bunch of children. But that would require a painful procedure every month. Not easy. For Elon, however, all he needs is money and jerking off into a bottle every once in a while, which he probably does anyway. If you ask him, he will say, well, having children is a duty. I want everyone to have more children. No, he doesn't. If he did, he would support a policy that helps mothers and children. No, he doesn't care if other people have more children. He just wants to occupy all the wombs himself. A word of advice for a young Republican man specifically. If you think dating and marriage are hard now, wait until the rich people normalize having hundreds of surrogate baby mamas. Oh my God. I can guarantee that your little sad chromosomes will have nowhere to go. No matter how hard you crack down on abortions, your reproductive prospect will be doomed. Actually, at this rate, everything will be doomed pretty soon.